Today is June 9th, 2017. Um, and the event of significance today is President Trump's press conference, in which he stated that he is 100% willing to testify. His remarks come the day after former FBI Director Comey testified and revealed more details in relation to the ongoing investigation of Russian ties into the Trump presidency, all the little behind the scenes shenanigans. Now, it's very amusing to sit here and think about yesterday a little bit more, because when I recorded the video I put up yesterday about my reaction to the testimony, Trump hadn't given his own reaction yet. So part of me was anticipating that obviously he would do it at some point, but wondering how long it was going to take for him to do it. When a couple of hours went by, I'd say, okay, well, I'll go and record this. If anything happens after that, we'll deal with it when it comes. But we got to this point where I was just sitting there and I said, what really can I say that will be any different from what Trump is going to say? That nothing of incredulous manner that can be verified was put out. Nothing that can trap Trump and get him removed from office was revealed yesterday during that testimony. And you can almost tell that they knew there would be nothing serious because they put the statement out on Wednesday or 2 days ago or whatever. Um, I'm kind of bothered by this constant storm of impeachment talk that you've been hearing from several politicians on the left or from the Democratic Party. I won't even want to say the left anymore, because a lot of those, such as a certain congresswoman whose name I will not say, but we can all surmise who she is, um, they are not what I would classify as liberals. And there are liberals who have, I would classify them that way based off of what I know are their views and their fairness, and their lack of being bought out, as well as being anti-establishment, which given the current state of establishment is very good, that don't like Trump either and want him removed from office. I disagree with most of the things he's done, but I don't see anything in here that's going to lead to him getting removed. And I've heard, this idea that, okay, well, we'll just have to wait a couple more months. He's going to slip up eventually. When he slips up, we're going to be able to, go after him. And, he's saying he'll testify 100%. But what if he says something and he slips up and we find something out? It's all of this excitement. And, you were hearing the comparisons to Nixon's firing of Cox. But there was one reporter, I'm forgetting their name, that covered the Nixon story, and they said the reason why a lot of journalists are doing that and a lot of people are doing that is because they want to be in what one would call interesting times, but they want to take it a step further and make the belief that, oh yeah, this president who's not even 200 days into being in office is going to get thrown out as a result of something he's going to say or do, and the rest of us are going to find out about it, and we'll cover it, and we'll have our name in history books, and we'll bear witness to this historic event. And it's not palpable uh, to feel that way when you start spreading that interest around to people who, didn't live through that time or weren't in positions of power, because now you have this uh, nonsense where we'll have shootings and different acts of terror going around the country, and the local news will be the only thing that covers it. And instead, you'll have Fox and CNN bringing to you live coverage of Trump's podium, all the while waiting for whatever incredulous thing he might say or do. He got on TV today and he was at some institution. He had the big binders of materials and explaining some plan that was being rejected by the Democrats. Everybody was laughing, grinning, giggling, whatever. And that's not done every day. But what is done every day is this constant banner banter rather about Russia and the Kremlin and this group and that group. And it gets so frustrating to be someone who considers himself to be the antithesis or the antithesis of most of what Trump believes in, having to either defend him or sound to be defending him when talking about the way in which people who are also opposed to many of his policies are dealing with him. Isn't it sad that the only way we can think of getting rid of this man out of office is because we know we can't beat him in the next election? Don't let any of these corporate Democrats pushing this narrative that, oh yeah, we're going to impeach him, think anything about they're confident they could win an election. That's the only reason they want to get rid of him that way. It's not about, oh, if in 3 years, who knows how much damage. No, no, no. Because Democrats were not pushing this much for the younger Bush to get removed from office or any other past Republican president. And there were some attempts toward both Bush and Cheney. And, make of it what you will. None of those came 100 days into the presidency. Now I think about 9/11 hadn't at this point in Bush's presidency hadn't have happened yet. So it is what it is. But really think to yourself, if Trump was doing things that are so terrible and so damaging, and there are some things he's done that I think are reversing the effect of progress, why would we want to put someone else in there? Because there seems to be this idea that you cannot just once you get rid of him, everything is going to be okay or things are going to be slightly better. No, no, no. You're going to have Pence and it's going to be the exact same. And think to yourself, if things are so bad, why do you want another bad person? Why not just stick with the apparent horrible individual you have right now who's seemingly less competent? I know this has become a rambling fest where I just talk about the impeachment and trying to go against the grain, but really ask yourself, if this man was worried about getting impeached, why would he say, I want and am willing to testify? They were talking about him making the comment of hookers to Comey and how that implicates that he likely contacted hookers. Him saying he's willing to do this, what does that mean he's not willing to do it? Is everything you say the opposite now? I don't get it. Thank you for watching. Have a good day and stay safe.